right, I think we're live. I think I got this all working. Hello and welcome to my first meal prep YouTube video, including my grocery shopping. It's gonna be everything that I do in my grocery shopping and meal prep routine. I'm so excited about this. I've been doing my short form meal prep videos on Instagram and TikTok for so long, but I fit everything into like a minute and a half at most. So I'm super excited to be able to just like get more in depth with you guys, explain more what I'm doing, just kind of like chat with you as well as I go through the process and kind of just take you behind the scenes. I'm getting ready to go to the store now. I already made my grocery list. I'll take you guys through everything that I'm getting. I think I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's, and normally I like to do my grocery shopping and my meal prepping on the same day, just like get it all done at once. I'm gonna try to do that. I have a couple of meetings. Copley's here too. We're just gonna play it by ear. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm just super excited to get started on this. So thanks for watching and let's go to the grocery store. One thing that's a non-negotiable for me when I do my grocery shopping is organizing the kitchen and the fridge and putting all my dishes away, because if I come home to a mess, I'm just gonna be so overwhelmed. So I just did all of that. I'm basically ready to go. Gonna take a quick walk with Copley, then we're gonna go to Trader Joe's. What do you think? Are you ready for a walk? Let's go. Come on. I'm trying to decide if I should go to Trader Joe's or Aldi. Aldi's right near Dunkin' Donuts and I really need a coffee, so I'm like considering that. I feel like it just makes more sense for me to go to Trader Joe's and it's closer, so I'm just gonna do that. I'll get a caffeinated beverage at Trader Joe's, hopefully something fun. Okay, so Trader Joe's was out of so much stuff and I don't know why. They didn't have cauliflower rice, they didn't have the eggs I like, they didn't have coconut, and those are three things that I really need. So I'm begrudgingly in the parking lot of Aldi. I did get an iced coffee, except I can't find my straw, which, okay, hold on. I know I had it. No, I'm so upset. I need the straw. Okay, well, I guess we'll see what's in there. I'm gonna go really quick, then we're gonna go back home. So wish me luck again. Okay, made it super quick, but they also didn't have the eggs, so I don't know if there's another egg shortage happening, but let's talk about price for a second. So Trader Joe's total was $64.88, not bad. And then I literally just spent $7.72 at Aldi. All I got were different kind of eggs. I got these plantain chips, which I love. Very excited to eat these. And some cauliflower rice. So that's it. They also didn't have coconut, so might need to order that on Amazon. But for a total of like just over $70, I'm gonna meal prep 2 lunches, a breakfast, some veggies. That's gonna leave me in a pretty good spot. Happy with everything I got for the most part, but yeah, sometimes I do go to 2 stores. I'm gonna drive home, organize, see how much time I have, and then either start meal prepping or I'll start tomorrow. Just found the straw, let's go. These are so good. Not bad for 70 bucks. Okay, kitchen's organized, groceries are put away. I think I'm gonna just do all the meal prepping tomorrow. So I will be back then and I'll take you through everything that I'm making. Hello, welcome to day 2. I'm doing meal prep today. I'm actually kind of glad that I split it up, even though I normally don't. Just feels nice, especially because I have quite a few things to prep. I'm gonna start with an egg bake for breakfast for the week. It's gonna be egg, sausage, pepper, and onion. So this is a new flavor that I haven't done before. Excited for that. I got some Italian chicken sausage for the sausage component. Just at Trader Joe's, they have the raw chicken sausage, Italian chicken sausage. So that's what I'm gonna be using for that. And then for lunches, I'm gonna do buffalo chicken bowls. So I'm gonna make some buffalo chicken thighs today. I'm gonna prep some roasted sweet potatoes to go in those bowls. And I think I'm gonna ingredient prep it so I can store everything separately. I'm gonna make a cilantro lime chopped salad, which I'm super excited about because I just love anything cilantro lime for this time of year. It's gonna be kind of inspired by sweet greens elote bowl. That's my favorite salad ever. So hopefully I can get a dressing that's kind of like that for the salad, but it's gonna be more of a chopped salad. And then I'm gonna make some roasted broccoli. I'm gonna put some nutritional yeast on it so it's a cheesy roasted broccoli to have prepped for the week. And I think I'll also put that into the buffalo chicken bowls. So I'm just gonna get started. I'm gonna put this over medium heat and drizzle a little bit of avocado oil. So that's gonna be for the sausage. Now I do this directly into the pan. I'm just gonna open up the package and empty out the inside of the casings of the sausages right into the pan. Now, if you wanted to do this with the pre-cooked chicken sausage or regular pre-cooked sausage, you can do that. I just recommend chopping it up into really small pieces. That way you get a little bit of sausage bite in every bite of the egg bake that you have. I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of ghee. I love this one. I usually get it on Thrive Market. So I'm gonna start with that in the saucepan. If you don't know what ghee is, it's a clarified butter. You can also use butter. You can do a little bit of avocado oil, but the ghee gives it that nice kind of like creamy texture to the sauce. But it's considered dairy-free because it's clarified and the lactose is removed. So I'm gonna let that melt down, and for the buffalo sauce, I'm using this Primal Kitchen one. This one is really good. Personally, I find it is worth a couple extra dollars because it just tastes really good. It doesn't have any oils in it, which I find there are some weird oils in some other ones. So this is what I'm gonna use. This thing is the best. It mashes up all the little pieces of ground meat so they get really small. So I'm gonna do that now with the sausage. All right, now it's time to bake the chicken thighs. I'm using this big sheet pan with this metal tray on top. This is gonna make it so the chicken thighs can get a little bit crispy. So if you have one of these, use one of these. Otherwise, just a pan with parchment is totally fine. This is just to up level it a little and give it, again, that kind of like buffalo wing texture in your mouth. So I'm gonna put these on the pan and then I'm gonna pat them dry so they can get crispy. And altogether I have about 2.5 pounds here. Just get them as dry as you can. The top is definitely more important. And then I try to like fully spread out the thighs because sometimes they come a little bit bunched up. Evenly spreading across the pan. I know some people like to trim the fat too. You can definitely do that. I'm just going for time saving right now, so using them as is. For seasonings, we're gonna keep it really simple. I have salt, I have black pepper. I'm gonna get some garlic powder and some smoked paprika. First, I'm gonna sprinkle them all with about a teaspoon of salt, a couple twists of black pepper, about a teaspoon of garlic powder, about a teaspoon of smoked paprika. Smoked paprika is one of my favorite spices. I use it in so many of my recipes because I just feel like it adds a real depth of flavor, especially for something like a buffalo chicken. And just gonna, get a little bit on both sides. Having one of these racks is really nice if you don't have one because you can do all different things with it, more than just meat. I mean, it's definitely the best for meat, but you can do some roasted veggies, make sure they get nice and crispy on here. I use them a lot. Wash my hands. Great. Now the last thing I'm gonna do is just give everything a spray with avocado oil. You can also do olive oil or a neutral oil that you like. That's all I'm gonna do for the chicken. I'm just gonna toss this in the oven at 400 degrees. I'm gonna start at 30 minutes and see if they get a little crispy. The good thing about chicken thighs is they are very forgiving. So if I need a little bit more time to get them crisp, I can keep them in there longer. Okay, so I just took the cooked sausage out of that pan that I was sauteing it in. And in the same pan, we're gonna cook the onion and the peppers for the peppers and onion egg bake. So I'm gonna slice these up. I'm gonna slice up my sweet potatoes for the buffalo chicken bowls, get our chopping out of the way. While I do that, I'm just gonna heat a little bit of olive oil on that same pan so we can toss them right in. I'm gonna cut the onion into slices. I'm just gonna do them pretty thin, same with the peppers, so they cook down at the same time. Thin, just like that, so you can basically see through it. So I'm just gonna add all these to the pan, and now slicing up the bell pepper. Copley loves bell pepper, so she's definitely gonna come over here as soon as she figures out what I'm up to. I feel like I'm forever trying to figure out what the most efficient way to cut a pepper is. I think it's like this. I feel like I see a new trick on TikTok every other day. So we're just going for efficiency. That's kind of the theme of this video, is I'm just going for efficiency. I even did something that I don't normally do, which is that I got pre-chopped broccoli florets, and I really try to just like get the whole fruit, veggie, whatever, and not get pre-chopped. One, because it's cheaper. Two, it's better for the environment, and I don't really like to use plastic when it's not necessary. But for this grocery shop, I was like, I know I have a lot I need to get done. I'm having a busy couple of days. I'm just gonna make it a little bit easier and get the pre-chopped broccoli. So, you know, it's okay when you have to do stuff like that. Just do the best you can. Okay, and then now that I sliced all of these, I'm just gonna cut them the other way so that they're kind of just like tiny cubes. And I'm gonna add that to the pan as well. All right, sweet potatoes are cubed. I did about 3 cups, and the peppers and onions are done sauteing, so this is good timing. So I'm just gonna quickly toss these sweet potatoes on a smaller sheet pan. Let's see if this is big enough. I think I should go for a bigger one. One of the keys to getting really crispy veggies when you're roasting them is to make sure there's enough space on the pan, because if they're overlapping, they're gonna steam, they're not gonna get crispy. So I'm just gonna toss those in oil. About 2 tablespoons of avocado oil, about a teaspoon of salt, half teaspoon of black pepper, teaspoon of garlic powder. So if you notice, I'm just doing the same spices that I did for the chicken, and then about a teaspoon of the smoked paprika. Just mix these together. My oven is already on 400, so I'm just gonna toss these in as well. I'm gonna start at about 25 minutes. Now my chicken thighs are gonna be done in a couple minutes. So before they come out, I just wanna mix together the mix for the egg bake just super quickly. If you follow me, you know I make these all the time. I do different versions. I'm gonna keep this one dairy-free for my dairy-free friends. But I also like to sometimes add cottage cheese for extra protein. And if you don't like cottage cheese, believe me, you do not taste it. But I'm not gonna do cottage cheese today. I'm just gonna do eggs and some almond milk, and then I'm gonna put our mixings in. I'm gonna add in 3/4 of a cup of unsweetened, unflavored almond milk, a little bit of salt, black pepper, and garlic powder. All right, I'm just gonna set this mixture aside because the timer just went off for the chicken. Okay, nice and crispy. Wow, these smell amazing. Love her. Gonna let those chicken thighs cool before we add the sauce. So let's assemble the egg bake. Have this deep baking dish. Gonna spray it with some oil. If you don't have a good nonstick, I recommend doing some parchment on the bottom. It's just gonna make your life easier. So I'm actually gonna start with the mix-ins. So I'm gonna add the ground chicken, spread that out evenly. Now our peppers and onions. Look at how nice and soft they are. And also just gonna spread this evenly. All right, so that's what it looks like. And I'm just gonna pour the egg mixture on top, pop it in the oven. I'm gonna wait though until the potatoes are done because I like to do more of like a 375. So I'll just put this on the side. Yum. And while I'm waiting for the sweet potatoes to finish roasting, I'm just gonna get the broccoli ready. So like I mentioned, just got this pre-chopped broccoli. Making life easy today. I'm just just gonna cut a couple of these pieces because this is too big. That's a little more to my liking for size. Gonna do some oil, salt, pepper, and garlic on these. And then I'm gonna be adding nutritional yeast. I wanna do like a cheesy broccoli, and nutritional yeast is perfect for that. If you haven't tried it, it's dairy-free. It just gives a cheesy flavor. It's really hard to explain what it is until you try it. I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons because I do really want that cheesy flavor. I'm still trying to use this sheet pan. Let's see if this is the right size. I probably should go bigger. I'm gonna do this big Nordic ware one that I have. I really don't use it a lot because it's not as non-stick, but it's good. It's nice and big. These are also gonna go in the oven at 375, so I'm gonna put it in at the same time as the egg bake. All right, I just took out the sweet potatoes. They are looking nice and crispy. Put the heat down to 375 in the oven, and I'm gonna put in the broccoli and our egg bake. Broccoli, we're gonna do 20 minutes and about 35 on the eggs. Okay, buffalo chicken thighs. So there's a couple ways that you can do this. We have the cooked chicken thighs, we have the buffalo sauce. So you could use a brush and brush each of them with the buffalo sauce. And again, kind of give it that buffalo wing type taste. What I'm gonna do is cut the chicken into cubes first, then toss it with the buffalo sauce. Because I'm making buffalo chicken bowls, it just feels like that makes sense. I want more of like a saucier piece of chicken and not just on the outside. So I am gonna cube it first. You can choose your journey. As soon as I start chopping chicken, Copley comes over here. By the way, I meant to mention this earlier, but if you wanted to make this recipe with chicken breasts, you can definitely do that. I am a chicken thigh girly. I just think they taste really good. And again, they're a little bit of a cheaper cut if that's something you're being mindful of, but you can do either one. Just be mindful of the cooking time and use a food thermometer. You want it to be at 165 degrees. So I just cubed up all that chicken. I'm gonna toss it into this bowl. Got all my chicken in here. I'm gonna pour the buffalo sauce on top. It's the best smell. Let's do a little taste test. The ghee really makes it so worth it. So our buffalo chicken is done, our roasted sweet potatoes are done, and those are the 2 elements I'm prepping for the buffalo chicken bowls. So I'm just gonna put those in containers now. And then during the week, I'll assemble the bowls. So this is kind of like an ingredient prep. I have cauliflower rice, I have green onion. I guess I'll use that broccoli too, so that's one of the elements. I have some dairy-free ranch. It's gonna be really good. So I'll share those, but that's what I was prepping for this. Don't you just love when you grab the perfect size Tupperware for what you're making? Here we have the buffalo chicken. It looks really good, honestly. Love her. I'm very excited for this lunch. And I'm gonna use this for the sweet potatoes. These are all set. I get questions a lot about keeping your veggies crispy throughout the week. It really depends on how committed you are to the crispiness. Obviously with meal prep, you lose a little bit of that. But my best recommendations if you really want a crispy sweet potato is reheat these in the air fryer or just toss them back on the sheet pan and toast for a few minutes. You're gonna get some of that crispiness back. These 2 are gonna go in the fridge. There's only a couple minutes left on the broccoli and the egg bake's almost done. So the last thing I need to do is get together the cilantro lime chop salad. Okay, I just took a little break to clean up the kitchen, do the dishes, all that fun stuff. I'm cooking a pot of quinoa for the salad that I'm gonna make, but the egg bake is done. I just took it out of the oven, let it cool for a little bit. It's looking delish, so I'm gonna cut that up. The broccoli is also done. I did about 20 minutes, so both of these things are ready to go in their fridge. That's what the final product looks like. And the broccoli. The nonstick of this pan is honestly very worth the price in my opinion, because it just makes this so easy. It's warm, but it's not hot, so gonna put it in the fridge. All right, and now just gonna put this broccoli away. I had a few bites of it just now and it's really good. I honestly think I could have added even more nutritional yeast, but it's kind of like a subtle cheesy flavor. There we have it. In here, I just added olive oil, apple cider vinegar, and the juice of 1 lime. I'm gonna add cilantro. I'm gonna add a half of a seeded jalapeno pepper, and I'm gonna blend it all up with some salt and garlic powder. So I'm doing a handful of cilantro. It's about a cup of the leaves. Jalapeno, salt, and garlic powder. Now I'm just gonna blend up everything in here in the blender. I'm probably gonna do just a little bit of water too. I actually didn't end up needing to add the water, but I still might add it in. Let's just do a little taste test. That's really good. Trying to decide, I think I'm gonna add a little bit of maple. I don't actually think it needs the water. I'm gonna do a little more salt though. Just about a tablespoon. A little bit more salt. So good. Now let's assemble our salad. So I just added about 3 cups of kale to the mixing bowl. I'm gonna pour the dressing on top now so that I can massage it in and it can break down the kale so it's not so tough. Now we're gonna do the quinoa. I cooked a cup of dry quinoa, so that usually makes about 3 cups of fully cooked quinoa. Gonna add that in because this is gonna be a quinoa and kale salad. And give this another mix. Now I added the quinoa in while it was still a little bit warm from the pan, not like burning hot, but just still warm. And I feel like it helps to really break down the kale as well. So that's why I did that. Our other salad components are gonna be a cup of carrots, a cup of cherry tomatoes, which I sliced up while I was doing the dishes and all that. We're gonna do another 2/3 cup of cilantro. We're gonna do some lime zest to get more of that cilantro lime taste in here. So I'm gonna do pretty much the whole lime. I just added in like 3 ounces of goat cheese. I'm doing a 1.5 cups of corn. And then I'm just gonna do about a cup of shredded cabbage for crunch. All right, I'm gonna mix this all up. It smells so good. All right, so I'm just putting the salad away in containers. I took a few bites and it is like so delicious. I'm really happy with this one. And you could definitely add a protein on top as well. You could add, I got some pre-cooked chicken at the store, so I might add that. You could do tofu, you could add in some chickpeas even to the mix or another kind of bean. The options are endless. 4 servings of lunches, that's pretty good. Really excited to eat these. I'm gonna wrap all this stuff up, organize the fridge, and then just finish cleaning up. Okay, that's everything. This is all the stuff that I prepped today. The cilantro lime chopped quinoa salad, the roasted broccoli, the roasted sweet potatoes. We got our buffalo chicken thighs all chopped up, and the egg bake. I feel very good about all of this. I'm super excited to eat everything, which I think is such an important part of meal prep, is actually being excited to eat what you made. And I just want to say thank you so much for spending your time watching my first meal prep YouTube video. This is still so new to me, so please let me know any feedback or comments that you have in the comment section. Please subscribe, tell your friends about my channel if you like it. I'm so excited to eat all these meals this week. I hope you try them out. I'll include the recipes in the description of the video so you can try them yourself. My meal prep is ready for the week. I just can't recommend a big meal prep enough. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Thanks for watching.